Man. Please stop it.
6 times. He played that song in a row. Welcome to another episode of
We're Wrestlemaniacs
2. Give me some energy, man.
No, the energy was there. I just you start talking about Kendrick. You just everywhere. What the fuck is going on?
Because Kendrick reminded me of beef. And
of what?
Just beef. Like he had beef with Drake.
Oh, beef. Okay.
And right now it's beef all over WWE. Who ain't beefing with each other right now? Who ain't beefing? CM Punk and Drew.
Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
I guess they're the only ones who ain't beefing. Hell, the champions that they trying to take the titles off of, they beefing. Also, Theory and Grayson Waller beefing.
R-Truth and The Miz.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, R-Truth, he lost, so he
he can't have beef with nobody.
Yeah, he can't beef with
nobody.
They
can beef with him, but he ain't got beef with nobody.
The whole time. Lost. He'd be lost in the whole entire thing. He's like, I don't even know we beefing. I thought we was cool. I thought we was cool.
He won't even know that they beefing. He still act like shit been great the whole time. Anyway, it's your boy Izzy Too Real, along with my boy
Boy Troy. Oh, Troy. There it is. I give him an L. T. There it is. My bad. Not Lawrence Taylor, but you know, I come on, continue on. Continue. You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah, you know we have a jam-packed show for you guys today. A lot of great shit just really happened. Like as recently. We were doing like the pre-show, and the warm-up and everything, getting all the equipment ready. You know, but
this week has been packed. We've seen murders. We've seen screw jobs. We've seen debuts. We've seen people return. This is just, whew.
Murders?
Yeah. Chad Gable, he got murdered.
Nah, he was still alive. He was just unconscious.
Man,
don't promote that. Yeah,
they had it was just one single shot on the side with blood.
But he wasn't the only one.
The extras, yeah.
It was bodies galore.
Yeah. Man, they gave me nightmares.
I didn't know if it was Triple H was one of our they should show Triple H down there. They should show Shawn Michaels.
They had people were saying Pierce. Triple H. People were saying Braun Strowman.
Bruce Pritchard.
Some were saying Carmelo Hayes.
No, Strowman wasn't there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was just throwing out names.
Yeah, like he said he wasn't there. He said, all this happened, I was gone.
And I was literally, I'm just like, yo, how are y'all seeing all this? This is dark, and they only put the camera directly on Chad Gable.
Right.
And everybody else is
that was the only zoom.
Yeah, that was the only zoom. Everybody else was kind of just blurred out or just in the ground or just knocked out on the ground. So, but man, just overall, it's just been a hectic week.
NXT?
From Clash at the Castle and just on. It has just been.
NXT, Raw was great. Well, Raw was pretty fucking good. Let's say that. I won't say great. I'll say pretty good.
Raw was, if I had to give Raw a grade, I gave it like a 8.
What? Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Yeah, like a B.
NXT was like a 7 out of 10. And in SmackDown...
Nah, you know what? The Battle Royal alone, and I'm not the biggest Battle Royal guy, but the Battle Royal alone gave it an 8 to me.
Okay. The Battle Royal and the actual finish, like the end of the last match, the Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. And the way that whole story set up at the very end of the close of the show.
I don't know what the fuck the story was, but I was like, God damn it, this kid about to win. This bouncy, and then he did some little springboard bouncy off the. I was like,
oh yeah,
what the fuck was that? They got bouncy skinny ass.
I
like,
watch NXT just for Javon Evans, Obafemi. I'm trying to think who else.
All the black guys?
Not all the black guys, but those two in particular is what made me go, you know what? I'm going to watch the show. Their women's division, I enjoy.
You know what got me? The former AEW guys is what got me watching. It was crazy enough.
Okay.
Because first it was Lexus King. I was just tuning in just to see, like, what he doing? Like, is he getting better?
Yeah.
Is his character evolving? You know, that type of shit.
Which it is.
And then,
I'm enjoying it.
And then when Sean Spears shows up, it's like, okay. Then Ethan Page shows up, and then he kind of has me interested in, like, what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. Okay. Then out of nowhere, I see Frankie Kazarian ass. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Is anybody popping up?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. No, I'm with this. So, yeah, been a great week. And then shit, top it off.
SmackDown.
Fucking SmackDown.
Right before we come on the air.
God
Man.
damn. Like, yo. So let's get started. So we all know Clash of the Castle had already transpired. We know how that went. The predictions were kind of spot on, except for the women's tag match.
Yeah.
So, whatever. That is what it is.
Everything was right on the head.
Yeah, everything was right on the head.
A lot of people was angry, especially
But I called it.
The people was mad.
How you don't see it? Well, it's great when you don't.
I think I was the only one going against it, but I knew that he wasn't gonna win it.
Nah.
I think I said Damian Priest, but I can't remember off the top. I think I said Drew, but I can't remember. But then
you said Damian. No, you said Drew. You said Drew. I said Damian Priest.
Because I was like, why are we having Drew versus Gunther is a good match. But then as I think after the show, I was like sitting there. I was like, you know what?
Sorry guys, if you hear extra in the background, my daughter is just a noisy child.
I was like, yo, that makes sense though. The story makes sense. Everything makes sense.
And then I told you Triple H is building new stars. So it was too quick to take that title off of Damian Priest.
Right.
But I would say during that match, I completely changed my mind. I was like, take that title off of him.
After I saw the leg thing, that scared me so bad. I was like, yo, his leg is done.
Done.
His ankle, and then as the match going on, it like clicked in my head. I was like, Damian Priest is actually very flexible. So stuff like that won't really hurt him because you can see it. Like he's a very flexible man.
You can be as flexible as you want to. That ACL, that MCL, that shit.
When you're flexible and you work out like that, when you're double jointed or stuff like that,
is he double jointed?
Stuff like that.
Oh, if he double jointed, then yeah, okay.
Like that doesn't happen much. So like that doesn't happen to them as much. Some freak might happen, but in that moment,
it's different because you gotta feel the ropes. You gotta know how the ropes is. And those are ropes when really other wrestling companies use cables.
Well,
you know what I mean? So the ropes actually traps him in. The cables he could have slipped out because they have a pad over the cables.
Right.
Where he could have just slipped out or the referee could have got him in there. But the only way for him to get over was he had to get up.
Yeah.
And get over. There's no other way nobody was going to be able to open that for him. Andre the Giant is not alive.
There's two things. One, at the start of the show, the referee tells AJ about the ropes. And every match,
but that comes out later.
In every match, well, I went back and looked before they even said anything. Like I went back because I remember I ended up watching the show kind of late, but I went back and watched it. I'm like, the ref he said something about the ropes, and I was like, okay. And this is a little before they put it on the internet. I'm like, he said something about the ropes, cool. And that in every match, I'm looking like, man, it's something that happens with the ropes. Every match had a rope problem. Jade. So
Styles didn't have no problem.
Styles, they did have a problem.
Where?
They had a problem. What was it? It wasn't the move was set up for them to do the Bret Hart spot. You know the spot when he does like I want to say it's like a suplex and they both go out of the ring. It's a common wrestling spot.
Yeah.
But it would look like
the suplex over the top rope where you both land on the floor.
But the spot looked way sloppier than what it usually is.
That's just because the timing has to be perfect, and the timing wasn't perfect.
Well,
that wasn't the ropes.
Okay, then. Well, you could tell, like, it was something up with the ropes the whole entire night. But
yeah, because you could with the women's match. Starting with the women's match is where you could tell. Like I said, with AJ, he's so fucking great, you can't fucking tell. Yeah. And Cody's great, too, so you couldn't tell.
I'm trying to think of how many high-flying moves did they do with the ropes.
AJ did a few. Remember, he bounced off of it, got hit with the chair, fell back on the table.
Yeah, he did that move. That happened.
He did another move off the top where he did the springboard 450. Like, so he did a few of his moves off the top. Off the rope.
But you could see that the referee said something about the ropes, as like they were.
I didn't catch that.
I don't think he said they was either loose or like they were tight. One of them. Because you could like there's a part where like the referee just goes, he does like this while AJ's walking towards him.
At the very beginning, like before the match starts, at the announcements?
When AJ does his entrance.
Okay.
So you know how he usually does like this little move?
Yeah.
And then he ends up shaking the ropes anyway?
Or he bounces off of it?
Yeah.
Like this, he bounces off?
Yeah. So like the referee kind of like does this to him, like telling him there's something different with the ropes. So that's what kind of made me like, okay. And then I saw it online. I was like, okay. So I wasn't crazy when I saw him do that.
Now.
But like you're right though. AJ is kind of perfect. So like He could do no wrong.
You wouldn't tell.
But
My thing is,
I love how Drew had fixed up the problem though with Damien.
Well, so before we get to that, how the fuck did nobody during the breaks of these matches, especially with these 5-minute commercial breaks, go in there with a fucking wrench? All you do is you put it in the middle of the fucking T. It's like a bone. I call it like a T-bone type of screw. You put it in the middle and you twist it. That's what tightens the ropes.
I forgot the name.
Why the fuck nobody tightened the ropes? You changed the fucking pad on the fucking canvas. That baffled me right there just by saying that they knew about it at the beginning.
I don't know if they were loose or they were just too tight.
Nah,
or
something was wrong.
They
was
different,
loose.
Or they were different.
No,
ropes.
the word came out. They were loose.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, if they was that loose, why you didn't tighten it? And if they was too tight, you go in and you go reverse. Lefty, what is it? Righty tighty, lefty loosey. God damn it.
But I love how Drew, when Damien had the leg wrap up,
and the camera immediately cut.
Drew's like, oh, beats him up a little bit. Then he goes up there, helps him out, and like the crowd is like, oh, why don't you leave him?
Not at first.
He laughed at him.
Drew bullshitted at first. Yeah, Drew bullshitted at first.
Yeah.
And then he went over there and then he hit him, then he kicked him, boom, boom, boom. Then he walked away, and then he gave him some time again. Then he came back. It was like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna get on the fucking apron and try.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then the crowd, you hear like somebody in the crowd's like, why don't you keep beating him? Or like hit him. And he's like, I can't win with him in the ropes.
Facts.
Which is true. Which is true. But my whole concern was Damien was literally just hanging there for a few.
For a hell of a long.
And I'm like, is anybody? And like the referee tried, I'm like, yeah, the referee's not strong enough.
If you were here with me when that happened, because I'm watching it live, I'm like, you have to get up. I get it if your leg is broke, but you have to get up.
Yeah.
Because the rope is not going to loosen for you.
His leg wasn't on the apron. It wasn't.
No, his head was on the apron.
Yeah.
His head fucking hit.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Because you could tell he was trying to get his leg back up on the apron, so he can lift up.
No, the other leg was.
The other leg wasn't on the apron.
The other leg was. The other leg was not hanging off the apron because he ain't that flexible.
I swear his leg wasn't on the apron.
No. The one leg was hanging right here. The other leg was like up here dangling. It was just dangling. It's like, bro, just stand up. And then after a while, you see he finally tried to start standing up. It's like, bro. But after Drew comes and grabs him, like, bro. Because Drew knew, like, I know this shit. Like,
I like it. I was like, okay.
But it was scary.
It added
it was scary as shit.
It added a wrinkle to the story that I was like, okay, I can enjoy this a little more.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. If ain't nothing wrong with his knee, I bought it hook, line, and sinker the whole time he sold it.
The whole time.
I bought it.
And it turned out nothing was wrong. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's fucking fantastic because I bought it. I bought it hook, line, and sinker. I was
He's
like,
good to go for Money in the Bank.
We need to take the title off him. Like, he can't walk.
And if there was something wrong, if it was something wrong that's minor, they're doing a good job of covering it up because right now he doesn't have a match to Money in the Bank anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Which is good. That's what I'm saying. If it's minor, that's freaking good. But it was a scary moment though. But moving on.
But the end of that match is the camera angle of CM Punk.
Because how the fuck did nobody know?
The camera angle of CM Punk sliding in. Because at first I was like, oh, referee. I was like, why is the camera like that? And I was like, red shoes. And I was like, is that CM Punk? And then the camera angles. I'm like, oh, this all process is quick like that. I'm like,
yeah, because mine process quick. When he said another referee's coming down and the camera cut away, I'm like, oh, it's Punk. But I'm looking because the cameras was so great that even when he slid in, it did not show him. It just showed referee shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when he finally goes 1-2, you still don't know it's him. And I'm like, how the fucking crowd don't know it's him when I know it's him?
I'm looking at the shoes. That's what made me go, that's CM Punk.
I know because he's bigger than most referees.
Because CM Punk wears Jordans or Nikes, whatever.
You're right.
So,
he always wears tennis shoes.
And they were bright ass red shoes. And WWE referees always wearing black. So like, what referee is wearing red shoes? So that's what made me instantly go, oh, that's CM Punk, because he always wears Chicago's colors. His shoes are always Chicago colors: red, black, white, blue.
But those are my favorite colors, except for the blue part.
Or like he has the red and black Jordans. Like tonight, for SmackDown, he had the red, blue, and white Jordans on. Well, he had some ones on. So yeah,
They always wearing ones, man.
Except for
LA Knight.
Except for Roman, who loves 6 rings. That's his favorite.
And
Jordan.
ones.
Oh, disgusting.
He either wear ones or 6 rings. It's like, dog, you're not even wearing real Jordans. And we know you got money.
6 rings? Come on, man.
LA Knight out here shining on you. LA Knight be wearing 11s. He wearing defining moments.
He be wearing some good ones. I'm like, man.
He even had his boots made by the Jordan people. So
I'm like, yo, those are fire.
Oh, fire. He ain't wore them since, though. What was that, Mania?
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, moving on. So, yeah, that was a great finish, though. So, where CM Punk count the 1, the 2, and then pops up, holds the 2. Drew is on fucking fire. And, you know, he heads for Punk, chokes him up in the corner, and then Punk with a nice low blow.
To the little McIntyres.
You know, and what do they call it? The South of Heaven choke slam from Damian Priest, and 1, 2, 3. I called it. And I was like, this is the way you got to go. Because you got to give Damian at least 1 or 2 more months as the champ. Let him get a couple more months. And Drew and Punk is the story.
Gunther is definitely taking that title, though.
Oh, he's definitely taking that title. But the story is Drew and Punk. That's your story without a title.
Right.
You always have to have one big grudge match or grudge feud, and that's it. And eventually, I think it will get a title.
But leading into that Raw, though, did you expect Seth Rollins to come back?
No, I did not.
Threw me way off.
And I'm watching it in the room, about to go to sleep. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing back?
I'm like, he literally just had surgery.
Right. And I'm like, wait.
He had surgery like 2 months ago.
I started counting months because they was like, well, we ain't seen him since Mania. And I was like, April, May, June. Nigga, it's only June. Nigga, it's only been 2 months.
It's only been 2 months.
Fuck? Bro.
And I'm like, yo, what did he have surgery on? And I'm like,
his leg, I think.
And then I'm thinking about Charlotte been out since December. I'm like, yo, this man, did he get a leg replacement?
Super Cena.
Like, what did he get, man?
Super Seth, Super Rollins, bro.
And he got a title match at Money in the Bank, which I expect Damian to win.
Right, but he got to be in there with Seth. Get him some more.
Yeah, get him some credibility.
Exactly.
Good credibility.
Because you're going against Gunther next. And
your only challengers have been Jay and Drew.
Yeah, let's get the former heavyweight champion in here.
Get him up in there.
But how the fuck he could go?
Who, Seth?
Yeah, man, that boy's amazing.
He's amazing.
That boy's amazing.
And that's what started off Raw.
Right. In the middle, anything.
Chad Gable and
Otis.
And Otis story develops more.
Right.
Which I'm like, okay.
He just pushes him.
He just pushed him. That's everybody's like, oh, he turned his back on him.
Don't rush it.
He pushed him. That's it. Guess what? Sooner or later, we're gonna get Otis versus Chad Gable. I feel like we're gonna get that at SummerSlam.
Let Chad win the Intercontinental title first.
No, just let Chad win this rivalry.
I want him to get that belt.
No. He's gonna get the belt.
Let's not prolong that.
That's true.
Because I want his run to start.
That's true.
Like let's do that and get it done. But that story has been developing pretty good. I'm not really too fond of Maxine. She's pretty. She's very cute to look at. But
that's it.
Or Tozawa. They're just kind of fodder. Put it like cannon fodder. But
it is what it is.
That story is great. Chad Gable continues to wow me as a character.
Sooner or later, we're gonna get Diamond Mine attacking them, and we're gonna see the Creeds literally beat down Otis, beat down Tozawa, and then beat down Maxine. And you're gonna see Maxine getting choked out on the side, or her ankle getting twisted by Ivy now, while Chad Gable sits there and berates them. I'll be okay with that.
They got a lot of places to go.
Oh yeah, this is why I'm enjoying WWE. We have stories everywhere. This is what I've been asking for. I don't need just a story only for the title. Give me stories for everybody. I don't need to have a story always just only for the title.
Can I say one more thing?
What's up?
I don't even think we have to question anymore. Like, because usually during the VKM era, there would be like a feud that was pretty hot. And then after that feud is over, you'd be like, well, all right, well, what's next? There kind of is no what's next, because once that feud is over, these other feuds are still kind of going. Yeah. And then whatever he's about to get into, I think the track record kind of has been great now, where you can trust that he's going to be putting something pretty good, i.e. Cody.
One thing that
Solo.
VKM used to do was, you forget what happened in the past. So something they'll have a whole ride for months. The ride will end, and they just move on, and it never comes back around. Like with the Triple H era, it's like they have a past. Even Otis brought it up the other time when I think Sammy was like, "Why are you still hanging out with him?" And it was like, "Because I lost my money in the bank, I lost my girl, I lost everything. Guess what? Chad was here for me. Guess what? That makes sense why he won't turn his back on him. Guess what? Play into the history. Wrestling WWE has been going on for years. There's a reason people have went through things in WWE or just in general. Play into it. I totally forgot. I didn't totally forget, but Otis was a Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
How did
During
he
the
lose?
pandemic, 2020.
How did he lose the Money in the Bank? Did he even cash it in? No, he lost it to the Miz. He got cheated out of it. He even brought up.
There you go. I was like, I just remember that they was in the video wall arena, and that's when he lost it. That's all I remember.
He got turned on by Tucker. Tucker Knight was his team. You remember his tag team?
Is that how he lost it? Because of Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker hit him in the head with the briefcase, and the Miz won.
Because Tucker got jealous.
Yeah,
got you. And we ain't seen him since.
Ever since. So that's what I'm saying.
That's a great tag team.
Let's play into the history. He brings up Tucker's name. He's like, "Oh, I had this, I had that. It's all gone. Let's play into the history. Cool. I like this. I like where we're going, and I'm enjoying the ride. All you people who want the results now, please get off the ride. Please just go. I don't want to hear it. I hate seeing it. I hate reading it. I hate hearing it. It annoys me. Chad should have won the title now. Give it time. It's gonna come.
Well, I think he should have won the title as well.
He should have won.
But I see what they're doing with the story, so yeah. I just be like, okay, he got to get it though. Nobody else should get this title after Sammy but Chad.
He should get it.
So
definitely. He should get it in Elimination Chamber. Nah, he should get it earlier than that.
Oh shit, that's what, February?
Yeah.
God damn, hell no. What the
fuck?
Earlier
than that.
I love Sami Zayn, but goddamn it, his reign don't need to last that long. The last thing that is the biggest highlight of Raw. That's great when you have 3 things that are like fucking highlights of your show. That's perfect. Especially if a 3-hour show. So perfect. A thing an hour. Is during the Jey Uso and who?
What are you talking about?
The last match of Raw.
Jey Uso versus Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio for the Money in the Bank qualifier.
Right. So as Jey Uso is in the crowd celebrating, you get the familiar lights shut off. And then you get the lantern just sitting right in the middle.
You get the music.
And then you get just some spooky music. It ain't even full music yet.
Is Bray's theme song? No. It's
like the Twilight song?
That is literally just that's the start.
That's something like the Twilight Zone type of stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
because I would say it's the starting of his most recent theme song. Because that's how his recent theme song used to start, but then it leads into music.
Right, but this one didn't. This one
just stayed like that first part of it. It just
the same key.
That one key. Yeah, I would say the same key. And you got the Wyatt 6.
Right, who Nikki Cross comes out first, crawling on the ground, looking spooky as shit.
I was like, yo, okay, all right.
And we knew she was gonna be in this character. And then really after seeing like the Abaddon character, it's like she's really digging into it. So that's cool to see. Then the cameras cut to the back, and then it's like a whole bunch of chaos. It's like sparks going off.
Don't forget before
the door.
Before you go there, Luke Harper, he's the rabbit, or he turns
Eric
around.
Rowan.
Eric Rowan. Is it? What did I say?
Eric Rowan. You said Luke Harper.
Oh, dang.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Luke. But Eric Rowan, he turns around. He got the rabbit mask on with the mallet that says "Help." He looks big and scary. I'm like, okay.
That ain't nothing new.
Yeah, I was like, ain't nothing new. But I was like, because it was the fact that it was like his back was turned. He just turns around. I'm like, oh, it's a new mask. I'm used to the sheep mask.
No sheep mask.
So I'm like, there's no sheep mask. This is a rabbit. I'm like, okay.
It's all the puppets.
Yes, all the puppets come to life. So they go through and you get the sparks and everything. And I think that's who.
Go down the hallway.
Dexter Loomis is sitting in the corner.
You see all the bodies.
It's
crazy how everybody trying to identify who this person was. I'm just like, I just count 6. Yeah. That's it. I don't give a fuck who they are. I just know who Nikki Cross is, and I know that Taylor is the last one. So
why don't you know the rest?
It's not that I don't know the rest. I don't care to know who they are when they debut because it's so dark. Why am I about to try to figure out who that is?
Makes sense.
It's pointless.
I only knew because at first I was like, I don't know who that is in the corner. Cool, I'm gonna move on.
That's how it was.
Then I saw the
3
pig
in the middle.
Then I saw the pig, Huskus or whatever, and I saw the beard, and I was like, oh, that's Gacy. All right, then cool, that makes sense. Yeah, that's loose. That's Dexter just sitting in the corner because Dexter is a creepy motherfucker that sits in the corner. So cool, that makes sense. Then you see Chad Gable.
Just laid out.
Laid out.
Blood on the right side.
Everybody's like,
mouth
oh, he's
open.
dead.
Tell me he's dead.
He's dead.
He's knocked the fuck out and put into a trance. There you go, because it's the Wyatts.
And then, yeah.
Then they all assemble in front of the Raw set, and then, they say, we here?
Mm-hmm.
And, blow out the candles, and that's the debut of the Wyatt 6. The way that they spell it is crazy. But I get it.
SICK 6.
Yeah.
No, the number 6.
Or S. Either or.
Oh, either way. Well, a lot of people was like, who's the sixth person? The sixth person is Bray Wyatt. The light considered is Bray Wyatt's spirit. So he's the sixth.
Gotcha. I was wondering, it's only 5 of them, but yeah, I'll go with the Wyatts.
Yeah. So, Uncle Howdy, then you got the rest of the puppets, and then the lantern is Bray. That's his spirit. So,
I'm still mad we never really got the Uncle Howdy with Bray, because I wanted to know where the fuck was that going.
I feel like,
and I wish one day Taylor come out and tell us where the fuck was that supposed to go.
We were never going to get it. As long as Vince was around, we were never going to get it.
But where was this supposed? I just want to know.
Yeah, but I do want to know.
I'm very curious.
I want to know what they wanted to go.
Yes,
with
where did y'all want to go with this?
If they write a book, of this is the stories that Bray wanted to tell and everything, I'm like, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll go buy it just to read it, because I know it would have been some crazy shit, and I know it wouldn't have been nothing spooky as of the stuff that.
No, he probably wanted it to be spooky, but
no, Vince wanted spooky. He they didn't want a lot of that supernatural stuff. There's difference between spooky and supernatural, but they wanted spooky, but they didn't want supernatural.
because he went to go work with the guy, the makeup artist from popular scary movies and shit. So it's he wanted it to be scary, spooky, but he didn't want it to be quirky.
Yeah. Well, you know how they wanted him to be burnt fiend.
Stupid.
And he was like, bro, I can't wear all this.
Yeah. And you really set me on fire.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The neon light shit, that was what the fuck are we doing with that shit?
That really ruined it, because everybody was like, what the fuck is this?
That killed it.
And that literally was Vince just doing this Vince thing. Oh, we got to get a sponsor. We got to do this. This do this.
But the Mountain Dew green, though?
It's bro. And you could tell, Bray tried his hardest to keep, to at least make it believable and bring a little bit to it. But everybody was like, neon green, what is a pitch black match? There's too many questions around it. And I hate that that's the last match we're going to see that we see in Bray.
Ain't that crazy?
And I'm like, I don't even count that.
Because Vince stressed him out, bro.
Stressed him all the way out, man.
That's crazy.
He just wanted to enjoy wrestling, tell stories, and that's just what it is.
Stress is crazy, man.
But that's Raw, and I enjoyed, like I said, good Raw. Like you said,
Raw.
3 parts that you could literally go boom, boom, boom. That's money right there.
And they all were separated by an hour, so that's why I was a good one each hour.
Okay, that's one thing that's crazy though, because the Chad thing was early. I want to say Chad thing was right behind the Seth Rollins thing.
That led into hour 2.
Yeah, they were. You're right. Okay, you're right. I forgot how long they was out there.
A while?
Yeah, I forgot.
Hell, Seth and Damien was out there a while.
7
days. They was out there 20
and
minutes.
Chad had a whole match.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that. Okay.
So.
Yeah. But then you can lead into NXT. And you talk about starting to show off, because this is...
Yeah, this show start.
Yeah, man. So last week, Cody talked about people will come from different locker rooms. So that's kind of what got the buzz up. So you're sitting there, and I'm looking at the show before it even goes on USA. I'm looking at it on Instagram Live with people coming out. I'm like, Kaz, what is Frankie Kazarian doing here?
Hey, yo, when I seen that, I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what?
What the fuck is Frankie doing there?
I was like,
and I love Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah,
I told you before, I love Frankie Kazarian.
I like Kaz. And I'm like, okay, I go from there. So, it comes on or whatever. I think Javon Evans is the first person comes out. And out of nowhere, You talking about cameras shaking, building the roof done blew off the place. The music hits, and it's Joe Hendry. Man, you talking about? Man, I freaked out because I was like, he's gonna come sooner or later. There's no way you don't get Joe Hendry on NXT with all this TNA crossover stuff. That's like the biggest star right now coming out of TNA that you're like everybody loves Joe Hendry right now.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I forgot that he was even a part of TNA. I was like, oh shit, I forgot he's a part of NXT. Like I had forgot. And then it was like, oh my God, he's from TNA. I was like, oh no, he is from TNA. God, and this place is blowing up like this.
Singing the song word for word.
Damn. I even started singing the shit. I was like, these motherfuckers finally got me.
I was like, bro.
Fuck you, Najee.
I had that music hit, man. Joe Hendry's just lit, bro. I don't know what it is. But then they eliminate him
it's
first.
The smile.
Yeah, it's the smile. It's the turn around and smile. And it's like, oh, come on, it's catchy. It's really good. But he gets eliminated first, and the crowd starts chanting bullshit. And I'm like, why would you do that? And then it hit me. I was like,
He'll be back.
He's going to be back. You say his name, he will appear. So that's why I'm like, okay. And then they showed like on their social media, he comes in the back, and Shawn, he's like talking to Shawn Michaels. He's like, you don't know what show, you don't know when, but I will be back. And I'm like, there it is.
That was your confirmation.
That's the confirmation. Just to come to find out later on, his entrance was literally number 2 most viewed video for WWE since WrestleMania.
Shit.
And I'm like, yeah, he's definitely coming back.
They're gonna sign him.
Him.
They're gonna sign
Hendrys and what's her name? Jordan Grace. Those two are like two.
They want her.
They're 2 guaranteed WWE people soon.
Yeah.
They're going to be in WWE.
Finish out your contract and,
Yeah, enjoy your time.
Come on in. Come on.
Joe, you keep your same theme music, keep your same name. Come on. He sings his own theme music anyway, so that makes life easy.
Yeah.
We don't need a Death Rebel you.
No.
He makes his own thing.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
So, hey, he works. So I have no complaints.
Great gimmick. He could go in the ring. He's been training with Natalia. So I'm like, okay.
I was like, damn, why they eliminate him first, though?
Yeah, that's why I was like, why first?
Like, I thought he was going to hold on. I was like, no way y'all going to.
But then,
and then he fell. I was like, no way.
The promo that he gave made me go, oh, they about to gang up on him once he get in the ring instantly. But then I don't watch TNA like that, but I love that fact that he gets eliminated, and Kaz is the one who led the charge of them eliminating him. Because they beefing right now in TNA. So I'm like, okay, that's a good way to continue a story onto a different show. Yeah, right. And then I want to go see. I'm gonna look on TNA what happened.
Of course you would.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Which is what it's for. But I thought that I was like, okay, so you got rid of Joe Hendry this early. The final 4 guys better fucking be Shawn Spears, Ethan Page, maybe Cass, because I just love Cass. Mm. And I was like, now who gonna be this last one? I was like, who the fuck gonna be this last one?
Javon Evans.
And then as we get towards the end, I'm seeing this Javon Evans. I'm like, oh, he's still in the ring. I think it was like 8 guys left. And I'm like, he's still in the fucking ring.
Ethan Page isn't even in the ring because he got taken out in the very beginning.
But then he got back in. Shawn Spears, he snuck out at the end when it was the final 4. He snuck out. So it was 5 guys and he snuck out. But I was like, okay, well, is they gonna give it to Javon? No, because Lexus King ass was in there. And then they threw his ass out. I was like, well, I know they ain't giving it to him. So, and I like Brian Pillman Jr., but I just know they're not giving it to him right now. So I'm like, well, fuck, who they going to give it to? And for them to pull the trigger, I'm like, oh, no, it's going to be Shawn Spears. They're going to give it to Shawn. And then when they did the spot where Shawn went over, where Javon went over, but he held on, I'm like, oh, he's going to win. He's winning this shit. And he did that, like I said earlier, that little fucking spin move where he corkscrew up that bitch. I was like, what the fuck? This like parkour. I don't know what this is.
They got their own. So right now, a lot of talk is going on that you're gonna have to be keeping eyes on Javon Evans in WWE. You got to keep eyes on Nick Wayne in AEW because they're both same age, and they kind of come from the same place.
They both from Washington.
As of like indie wise,
okay. They're
both from the same indie ground. So everybody's like, and they're basically the same person, just Javon's the black version. Nick Wayne's the white version. They literally kind of got the same exact movesets. Javon just does more high flying moves, or I use his word bouncy. He uses more bouncy. He uses more bouncy moves. Like they both do the little off the top cutter and everything,
which is fine. But he be doing hella other shit. Just the way he comes off the ropes.
Yeah,
I'd be like, wait, what's that?
Springs.
Yeah, I couldn't do that on the ropes challenge that I had to do for a fucking wrestling class. What the fuck? Nigga, he just.
Javon Evans the most bouncy. A Braun Breaker the fastest. Those two, just like, man, I can't wait to see them in the ring together. But that's what everybody's been talking about, like Nick
together.
Wayne,
I don't need to
or just see them like face each other.
I don't even need to see that.
I'd be scared for Javon Evans.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna get cut in
half. Bro, you gotta get some more weight.
I know he's gonna get cut in half.
He's gonna be in NXT for a minute. How old is he? 22?
Who? Javon Evans?
Yeah, because Nick Wayne like 21.
He's 19.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Javon, he's only 19.
Fuck.
Like both of them, or like Javon Evans is 19.
Ain't no 19-year-old ever got no push like that.
And Nick Wayne is like
WWE, 20. NXT, FCW, ever.
Actually, yeah, they have.
Who?
Tiffany Stratton. She got pushed to the moon with NXT.
She only 19?
She.
Hey man, they're pushing out younger. So like that's why I'm like, hey, you probably should like start thinking like that because you're getting older while they're getting younger.
They thinking like the NBA, like
they're getting younger. Like Javon, Braun Breaker, he just was 2022.
When that fucking signed up to train.
Them dudes.
19 in NXT bouncing like that. 19?
Yeah.
They ain't got a push already.
I mean, the crowd loves him. Crowd loves him. Like you see them cheering for him. Like it is crazy how much they're cheering for him. But all right, I just want to skip all the way to then when he's 21 right now. He's at 21. So he just turned in April. I want to skip to the very end. Where Javon Evans takes on Ethan Page.
Oh, we didn't get there yet.
We ain't talking about the very beginning. But we want to say, I think Ethan Page wins. But
no, Javon won.
Did Javon win? I can't remember because I'm right now. I'm thinking about them the post fight, and it basically sets up Javon, Trick, Shawn Spears, and Ethan Page in a fatal four-way. And everybody was raving about how basically they were saying backstage they were raving about Javon Evans and his IQ to set up that spot, knowing that's what they wanted. Like there's a moment where he hits the double cutter on Shawn Spears and Ethan, and he basically like afterwards, he's selling. He goes to grab the title, and they're doing the replay. He throws the title in the middle, and then the camera shot is literally all four of them down with the title right dead center.
Nobody touched it. But he threw it so perfectly when that motherfucker sat up like
it sits. And all four of them on the ground and the titles in between.
Where he come from? Go back to that.
He came from DPW. Oh, you're talking about like where it's city.
Yeah, Elwood promotion.
Greensboro, North Carolina. 5'11", 150 pounds.
So he's weak.
Mm-hmm. He was in AEW. I was about to say
he's weak.
He did a little bit in AEW.
I don't remember AEW, but
he did AEW. He was dark, honestly.
Yeah, the fight.
But he was in DPW. With a lot of other indie promotions.
Damn, I thought he'd have been. No. Yeah, that's it. No, I thought he would have been. Fuck, now I can't even think of the fucking name of that shit. Yeah, never mind.
He's been a wrestler since 2018.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Hey, yo.
January 2018.
Keep grinding, man. Future world champion. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Future world champion.
Most definitely.
Because they're grooming them young anyway, too. So, yeah, future world champion. Let's move on. So, the ratings. Of course, NXT beat the shit out of AEW.
Beat the brakes off.
Yeah, beat the dog shit out of the boys.
Yo,
it's like 760,
72, okay, 768.
Fuck those. Yeah, I'm going 768 because I've seen 7 and 6. So 768 compared to 503.
502.
502. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yo.
Yeah.
They got their ass beat and they talking shit because they're going against the development. How you saying? A developmental system or brand. Hey, y'all got your ass beat by a developmental system and they're putting on way better shows than you guys are. And you can't say because WWE is hot. And you guys cannot, Tony Khan, say for the next couple months that you're putting on the best fucking shows that you've ever done. You're not.
He's not.
Your shows suck ass. Pause. I don't give a fuck. Your shows are trash. That's all I gotta say. 502, 768. Anyway,
yeah,
I want to move on because I want to watch what this shit is.
Yeah, 724. Sorry.
724. Okay.
Still a blowout.
724.
Still a blowout.
Still over 200,000. So, the last big thing is got the Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, or, all the social media is buzzing. Is I guess that there was an unfollowing of some sorts that was in the bloodline. So Roman unfollows Solo Sikoa on social media platforms, and there's been an uproar about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying the timing of that was interesting. Because they were like, oh, it's very interesting that he unfollows Solo when Seth Rollins happens to return. So they're like, oh, it's all a coincidence, huh? They find it very coincidence that he comes back. And like he does that unfollowing at the same time. What?
During the show though? What?
You over there messing with the
I didn't mess with nothing. It stopped moving. I'm gonna take a quick little break, 5 seconds. We'll be right back to finish up the unfollowing. That went down. You know what? Never mind. No, we're not. We're gonna keep going. I'll just use the rest of the sound from that shit.
Wonderful. So yeah, Roman unfollows Solo at the same time Seth Rollins returns, and they're like, we see what you did there, Roman. You don't like being outshined by Seth. So okay, because Roman has been gone since WrestleMania. Same time as Seth. He just feels a certain. Everyone's like he feels a certain type of way about it.
So he had to make that.
Yeah, got to make it about him a little bit.
He had to say something.
Got to say something. But yeah, that's interesting, especially now with Solo strengthening the bloodline now. With the debut of Jacob Fatu, now you're gonna talk about that. We got the Thomas in there. We got the tongue is up in there. Possibility of the little brother still showing up. The bloodline story thickens, but we also kind of forgot that part. Them attacking Cody at Clash of the Castle at the very beginning of Clash of the Castle. Things are developing. The things are developing. The story is developing. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Oh, the pop is crazy.
Okay.
They sold out in Chicago. What are you talking about?
So what do you have pop?
So yeah.
The
story is great. Let's go ahead and get on with our game. E.org, and then we get up.
We didn't even do that. I didn't even finish it.
Oh. Let's finish to me.
It's usually 10.
Oh, that's good enough. That's good enough size right there.
Good enough size right there.
Pause. You know what I meant.
All right, fuck it. Fuck. I don't want to do this shit. Lexus King or Brian Pillman Jr.?
Lexus King.
Ethan Page, Sean Spears.
Ethan Page.
Rey Mysterio or Dirty Dom? Now.
The current Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, current.
Rey Mysterio.
Goldberg or Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker.
Dustin Rhodes now or Goldust?
Goldust.
Cedric Alexander or Apollo Crews?
Cedric Alexander.
I agree with that. Frankie Kazarian or Christopher Daniels?
Christopher Daniels.
I don't agree with that.
The Fallen Angel.
I don't agree with that.
I've always been a fan of the Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
You like Frankie, but I was like,
yeah, just the bow-leggedness of Christopher Daniels always takes me out the matches.
That's crazy.
It always takes me out
That's
the matches.
nasty, crazy.
He hella bow-legged, bro. Like, you trying to do a moonsault that bow-legged? I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry, Christopher.
You ready?
I'm fucking staying on.
Yeah. Jack Perry or Brian Pillman Jr.? I'm sorry, Lexus King or Jack Perry.
Oh, Lexus King. Okay. Let's see. Jack Perry.
Ethan Page or Adam Page?
Ethan.
Okay.
I don't like the Elite.
Perry Saturn or Dean Malenko?
Dean Malenko. Man of 1,000 hopes.
Good job. You guys. All right, Chris Benoit or Jericho?
This is not taboo's not the word. This is blasphemous, I guess. Benoit. I'm going with Benoit. I've always rolled with Benoit.
That's cool. I like that. Dustin Rose now or I go with that one, or yeah, I go with it. Or Christian. WWE Christian. Not Christian Cage, WWE Christian.
Which version of Christian?
ECW Christian. Oh wait, never mind. You want
No, I was, but I'm saying like that version of Christian, like just say world champion Christian.
or I would go with Captain Charisma Christian.
I was gonna say haircut Christian or hair Christian.
Hair Christian.
Hair Christian?
Or haircut Christian.
Okay, I'm going. And who was the other person?
Dustin Rhodes now.
Oh, I'm going haircut Christian.
Cool.
I love Dustin, but you bleed every match.
I knew it. Thank you. I thought I was the only one that saw it. I was like, that drives me nuts. He's the only one. Please, he's the new Mox now.
I get it. He doesn't get that many matches, so when he does, it's like
He's like 60 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
Jesus. But
I hate it. Man, that just really bothered me. It did. I wanted to get that off my chest. I thought I was the only one that saw it. Cedric Alexander or Leo Rush?
Cedric.
Okay. We spoke a little bit.
Leo comes me.
Ron Breaker or Javon Evans?
I had to take a drink on that. I can't pick one. Their talents are completely different, but the talent that they have is nobody can touch it.
Their potential is so high.
Yeah.
So high.
Like nobody can touch what they do.
It is to the point where now WWE can lose some people, but they can't lose those two. Those are like, that's your future. Those are your future. You could lose Natalia. That's cool.
She's not going nowhere. She'll be Asian in the back.
But I'm saying, like, those are people you like. If somebody really wants to leave WWE, those two you can't let go.
Male wise.
Huh?
Male
wise. But like, I don't know what males that you can lose. Like, if I don't know, majority of the LW don't want to leave, go. Yeah, go. Except for Dragon, you can stay. Because we need somebody to replace Ray soon.
Yeah. And it's coming soon.
Yeah, it's coming. But but yeah, those two they have to stay. Other than that, got anything else?
Nah, don't.
I got something. Heavily Opinionated Podcast with your boy Playboy Troy. Izzy Too Real was not on this one. I wish he was. Because I tried to get him on there. He was not on there. But Playboy Troy, Melly Mel, Platinum P, Cooley High. We hopped back in there. We went on a vacation for a little bit. We're back. We talked about the NBA Finals, like the results of everything, and just where we're going from then on for the NBA. Who should have been the NBA Finals MVP? And now, in our minds, who should have been NBA Finals MVP?
The one who got it, Jalen Brown.
Okay, I agree. Only person who didn't agree, y'all have to find out on the latest episode of Heavily Opinionated. But with that being said,
I'm your boy Izzy Too Real.
And I'm your boy Playboy Troy.
And this has been another episode of Wrestlemaniacs. So we will catch you next time. Yeah, dig. Deuces. Real protein. I kept eyes on you this whole fucking time. Like, no, you're doing good. You're doing good.